Good morning, students. Welcome in science class. Hope you all of you are fit and fine. Stay inside and be healthy. We are revising chapter 2, Food and Health. Keep your textbook open. Page number 18. So, if you eat wholesome food, then you will remain healthy. Keep your surrounding clean. Your house must have trees around it. Always drink clean water. Do regular exercise and rest properly. Thus, to stay healthy, our body needs a balanced diet, regular exercise, enough rest, and protection from disease. So, what is balanced diet? First of all, what is diet? Diet is all that we consume in a day. In a full day, whatever you are eating, that is known as the diet, whatever you are consuming. And what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet that contains an adequate quantity of nutrients that we require in a day. A balanced diet includes 6 main nutrients, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and roughage. Importance of the balanced diet. Why this balanced diet is necessary? Because it leads to the good physical and the good mental health. It helps in a proper growth of the body. It increases the capacity to work. It also increases the ability to fight or to resist against the disease. Because of this, balanced diet is very much essential. As I told you that in a diet, if our food has these 5 major nutrients, that is the carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, and in addition to these nutrients, water and roughage means the dietary fiber, are also important parts of our food. Water and roughage, they do not have any food value, but when we talk of the components of the food, we mean 5 nutrients plus water and the roughage. So first component of our balanced diet, or the first component of our food, that is the carbohydrates. As you know, carbohydrates provide energy to our body. We eat very little of glucose every day. Main carbohydrates that we eat in our food is starch, and it comes from cereals like wheat, rice, and whatever chapati your mama is making, the chapati, from that you will get carbohydrates. From bread also, from noodles also. Rice is also used as in the form of the dosa and idli. Dosa and idli is made from the rice, and rice is also having the carbohydrates. So when we eat food items like chapati, bread, noodles, rice, dosa and idli, then we get carbohydrates, or they provides carbohydrates. And you know, carbohydrates provides energy to our body. Some common food that contains the carbohydrates, as I had given here, are rice, wheat, bread, pulses, sweet potato, maize, sugar, jaggery means gur, and honey also. And in some fruit items like banana, mango, melon and papaya also contain carbohydrates. second component of food, that is the fats. Like carbohydrates, fats also provide energy to our body. But fats provide us twice as much energy as that provided by the same amount of the carbohydrate. For example, for that I will give you one example. A little butter is a fat, provides us much more energy than a large slice of the bread. Bread contains carbohydrates. So if you eat little butter and if you eat one slice of the bread, butter will give you more energy compared to that bread. So butter, ghee, groundnut, all oil are some common fats used by us in our everyday life. So some common sources from or the some foods which are rich in fats are butter, ghee, milk, cheese, oil. In that all oil will come. Groundnut oil, mustard oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil, all this. Meat, soya bean, etc. And there are some plants products also. They are sources of fats are all kinds of the oil. Even til also will come. Next, that is the proteins. Proteins supply the body with the nutrients to make the new cells which build the body and make it grow. You know that growing children needs more protein compared to that adults one because you are in the growing stage. Proteins also give materials which repair the damaged body cells. Repair the wear and the tear of the body cells, helps in building the muscles. So some sources, proteins are needed for the growth and the repair of our body. Some sources which are rich in proteins are milk, cheese, all dairy products, pulses, peas, meat, eggs, chicken. All these are the sources of proteins. Most of the food materials usually contain more than one nutrient. There are so many food materials which contain more than one nutrient. However, in given food material, one particular nutrient may be in much larger quantity than the other nutrients. For example, rice contains much more carbohydrates than fats and protein. So rice is said to be the carbohydrate rich food. Similarly, butter is the fat rich food, whereas fish is a protein rich food. Okay students, fourth one, that is the vitamins or the vitamins. Vitamins are necessary for good eyesight, healthy teeth, gums and bones, for proper digestion also, for normal growth also. So vitamins help in protecting our body against the diseases. They also keeps our body fit. They improve the appetite and increase the body's resistance to fight the disease. Though vitamins are needed by our body in very small quantity, only very small quantity is needed to our body, but it is very essential. It should be very essential for our body. Many vitamins are known at present, and they are represented by the capital letters A, B, C, D, E and K. All these things in the detail you will study in the higher classes, but you are quite familiar with vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. And again there are the vitamin A, B, again vitamin B, it is again divided as B1, B2, B6, B12, etc. So all other vitamins, all these vitamins are having the different function. Vitamin A protects the eyes. Vitamin B1 is good for growth and proper functioning of the digestive system. Vitamin C is necessary for keeping the teeth, gums and the joints healthy. Vitamin D is very necessary for the normal growth of bones and teeth. Next, that is the minerals. Our body needs minerals for the proper functioning, normal growth and development of the body. Minerals are needed to build bones and teeth, formation of blood also, functioning of the muscles also. Minerals are needed by our body in small amounts. Some of the important minerals needed by our body are, these are the some names of the minerals. It is not given in your textbook, but I am saying you: calcium, phosphorus, iron, iodine, sodium and potassium are the some minerals needed by our body. All these minerals are used by our body in the form of their salts and not as an elements. Next, roughage does not provide any nutrients to our body but is an essential component of our food. And roughage are known as the dietary fiber. They are very much important for the digestion process. Helps our body to get rid of the undigested food. Some roughage, they also provide bulk to the food, keeps the food and the waste matter moving along the intestine and helps to prevent the constipation. So some sources, all fruits and vegetables are the sources of the roughage. Wholesome flour also, chapati, wholemeal bread, all these are the sources of roughage. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from the food. But in the form 4, you are quite familiar with water, that 3/4 our body contains the water only. Water provides a liquid in which other substances can dissolve and move within the body or eliminated from the body. Water dissolves the digested food, which then passes into the blood. Water also controls and regulates the temperature of our body by the process of sweating and the evaporation. So, we get most of our water that our body needs by drinking water. Whatever water you are drinking, that whatever body needs your water, that is needed, that get from that drinking water, from milk also, from tea, coffee, all the different kind of the juice you are drinking, from that you will get. Fresh fruits and vegetables also provide us lots of water. For example, tomatoes, all melons, cabbage, all this will give you water. So water is also very important for our body, is essential for the life, but it has no food value in our body. Thank you, students.